In the greenhouse game, each week begins with 3 players entering the greenhouse, earning power in deciding who goes home each cycle. Players in the greenhouse designate which players are vulnerable at each week's banishment. Additionally, players are able to earn seeds, the in-game currency, and the vulnerable players can use those seeds to buy their way out of precarious situations. Alliances must be forged, lies must be told, and at the end of each cycle, someone has to go home. It's the ultimate game of negotiation. Do you strike now or save your power for later? Do you save a valuable ally or do you save your seeds? 13 enter, 1 will leave. This is the greenhouse. During the auction, you are allowed to hold on to and use your pot live. So just come up and grab your. Oh, hell yeah. Just to remind you what's for sale. Seed count, if you happen to buy it during the auction, we'll just show you what the count was before the auction because it's all live. And also you can buy seed count at any time. Drought, which removes the tulip power from the game and any bank votes. There are no bank votes in play yet, so we just in that aspect of the game.
Taylor, can you remind us how much these are?
Yes, seed count is 1 always. Drought is a starting bid of 5. There can be active bidding for drought because if you buy it, you can choose not to play it and keep bank votes in the game. And then the drought is out of the game totally. Green thumb, which allows you to replace someone in the greenhouse immediately after the greenhouse challenge.
And that's 3?
4. Uproot, which will remove one of the nominees from the block. That's a starting bid of 3. And Venus Flytrap, which allows you to eliminate the player of your choice, 10 seeds starting price. I'll put 12 minutes on the clock. At the end of that, the auction is over. If for whatever reason there is still movement and shaking, then I will extend the time as necessary. As I said in the instruction video, you cannot use the timer for strategy. So if you have a bid, go ahead and do it because we will extend the time.
But I didn't know that.
He told me he was going to put me up right at the very end.
Because so you had no time to prepare.
Because he doesn't. 1, he didn't know what Kip was going to do, and 2, he didn't have any other targets.
If you take yourself off, then there's only 2 left. There are no renoms. Yeah.
Oh, there's no renom?
No renom.
I thought there were in the first.
Not in the first, only in the second half.
Right.
So there's 3 knobs.
That's
so if somebody
in
takes
the later part of that instruction video.
Jury, yeah.
Okay.
Instruction video.
Instruction video. Yes. So like, if you take yourself off, then it's between Jamie and Emily. So.
And that's how much to take off?
3.
It's 3.
Is it?
How many do you have? You have
I have 3. Because I was just put up.
yeah. 2.
Can I join?
Yeah. Hello.
I don't want him to go. If that's okay. I don't want him to go.
Okay.
I told him that. I want him off limits, if that's okay.
Okay. So you want Jamie?
I prefer Drake to stay.
That's fair.
Sure.
That's a fair statement.
If that's okay.
I'm not buying anything or giving
I'm
away
not giving away
anything.
my seed. I'm
This
sitting
is the
with my
first
1
auction
seed.
and I'm
Right.
not making waves.
Yeah.
I'm not making waves.
I
I'm
wanna
sitting with
sit
my
in
1 seed.
It's very hard. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to see?
So I have 3. I could pull myself off.
Uproot 3.
And I don't know if...
Do you want another? Or if you have 3.
Yeah. Like, I don't need any. Honestly, I was going to try and save up because I was able to get 1 super early. I was going to try and save up for the fly trap just so it's out and I know who had it.
If you want a seed, ask me. I will give it to you. Just let me know.
I was told that there are no renoms this early, so I was thinking I could just pull myself off for guaranteed safety. But I might need another seed in case someone comes to bid after me because me and Mitch both have 3. Because I know that Lainey is taking Claire and Maddie's votes, both of which were voted for me to stay.
I will give you this seed for, like, I want you to trust me. And I've been echoing this. I don't want you gone. So I will give you this seed.
Okay. I'll take it, and then if I don't need it, I'll just give it back to you in case I...
Great.
Give me 1 second. Okay, thank you.
It's under the 10.
I know I'm not the target, and you know that makes me feel better. But it's also anyone's game right now because it's so early.
I placed my seed under the 10, and Drake's going to get it.
And so, I mean, you know, I don't like being in this position, and I don't want to have to spend all of my seeds right away. But if it means that I am not the first person to go home, then I think it's probably the best thing to do, just so I can keep playing, because I can always get more seeds. That's not going to be a problem. Hi, Holly. I would like to put 3 on uproot.
Okay. Do you want me to take them or?
Take them and put them on uproot so
Okay.
you see the current bid.
Thank you. Go ahead. Okay. The current bid on uproot is 3 seeds.
Alright. Everyone, Drake has bid 3 on uproot.
No, it's hard first round, but that was the easiest thing to go with because I don't have any targets right now,
Yeah.
and it's just the way it worked. I was concerned because I know you had talked to me.
Yeah.
I know who you were talking to.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And-
this is the only thing I can like really justify.
Okay.
going with right
Cool.
now.
And
I-
it makes sense. And like you can go ask people. I have not mentioned your name until
like,
I found out that you would potentially nominate me.
If I'm fully honest, the seed thing was mostly just like a second thing. It
Yeah.
really didn't matter
It's
that much
true.
because
I
there was
mean,
2
I'm
other
pretty
people.
sure someone found it.
There was 2 other people that could have found it. 2 or 3.
Are you talking about like by the
I think it was
barrels
you,
and
I think it was
stuff?
you, John, and Meredith, right?
Yeah, I don't have it.
Y'all like the only 3
Yeah.
people, so one of the other 2 had it. But like, that was just a second thing.
I mean,
It
do you
was-
want to know who has it? It's common knowledge. We agreed that we would tell everybody who has it.
Oh yeah.
It's John. We literally randomized it on like a name thing to keep it fair between
Yeah.
everybody to cooperate. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, I was just wondering. I was
No, it was.
just checking in.
That wasn't even the main thing. Like I said, it was just I spoke at least a little bit to everyone.
Okay. I won't hold this against you if
Yeah, and I don't
stay
plan
in.
to like continuously do it.
Okay. I was
Have you heard anything, Emily?
I've heard that both Jan and both Emily don't want to go.
Obviously.
I
right on the
mean,
street.
so it's like, oh,
Would you be
okay.
willing to give it to me
give
to
you a
stay,
seat?
and I would give you one later?
I could be. If it becomes to that, if like you get outbid, then sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't mind if I win a challenge or win a seed hunt. I'll
Just give it
it
right back.
to you.
I'm down for that. And I'll keep it for that. I'll keep it for that.
I haven't heard anyone
I haven't
say.
heard. I haven't heard like a clear target.
I haven't heard anyone say any name that they want to vote for. It's just
That's the
like,
problem. Like, it's the first round. you
It's
know.
like it's so ambiguous.
But I think that's the scary part. That it is ambiguous. So I think it was wise of you to use those 3 seeds. And I don't think anybody like people would have to pool seeds to bid you. And I don't think the other people have enough alliance to be able to get seeds for you. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now all people are talking about is like how we got to this situation, and like.
And like that's the
fact that
thing
we were
is
on the-
Christian, in full transparency, he didn't throw me under the bus. He came to me and said, "Hey, I don't have any other noms. I'd rather you get a seed."
which is fair. There is an advantage to
But
that.
then you had to split.
But now you just flushed your seat.
But in the same way, it keeps blood off of his hands.
Yeah.
It does that, yeah. That
All
you're
of us
fine
can
with.
vote, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is much we could decide right here. I'm just saying, like, it's such a small number of people. Like, do y'all have of the other 2? Do y'all have a target? Like, I don't.
I had no time even looking.
Wants to get Emily.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. So I know Kip wants to get Emily if we all wanted to vote that way.
Here's the thing. What's I keep forgetting
Here's
her name.
Jan.
Yeah, she has made no enemies, which means that's dangerous.
Yeah, that
but
is.
at the same time, like I know she's not gunning for me or anybody. Really.
No, now
So she,
she's going to be getting for Christian.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good to keep in.
I think as well.
Well, I don't know.
And I don't think she's not looking at
The thing is, I don't see her ever coming after me.
Yeah.
You know, unless you give her a reason to.
Sorry, I don't want to intrude.
You're
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're
That's
just
fine.
talking about the vote.
We're just talking about you.
So,
I love this landing.
How do you feel? And congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Got very lucky on that one throw, and that was enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm feeling very immune. I mean, it's one round,
Yeah.
but it buys me time, which I think is the most important thing early in the game.
Yes,
It got me time to like clarify things with like Christian and other people who I just needed to touch base with and hadn't gotten a chance to in all the chaos. So yeah, I'm feeling okay, one round at a time. What's been up with you?
I feel good. That nomination like, well, I was feeling kind of nervous about it because Kip like he was holding everything really close to his chest and really wasn't like, yeah, I'm going after this person or whatever. From talking with Emily, I think her and Kip have some beef.
Okay. Out of game beef? Or?
I think previous game beef that carried into this game.
Gotcha.
Possibly, maybe, or she just said that she noticed like the vibes were off between them.
Okay, cool.
So I think that's why he nominated her.
Okay. Yeah,
as far as the other two, I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no idea what that is. And Christian said he talked to them, so I don't know where that's coming from because I hadn't heard anything from him about his thoughts. I had talked to Kip, and he had said, I have not heard from Emily or John, so I just don't know what their deal is. And so that was sort of his question mark. He didn't mention anything about like past vibes with Emily, so I didn't know that's why they hadn't talked.
I think so.
That makes sense. But yeah, he and I have a good working relationship right now. So yeah, I had a feeling that's where that was going.
Okay.
I don't know how to be like mean to someone, I guess, because I think eventually you're gonna have to do that, right? Eventually it's gonna be like, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you can't. At some point, your hands are gonna be tied with who's still left, and you know.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's the hard part about this game.
Yeah.
But
do you like it? You like the?
Oh yeah, no, I do like playing games.
Oh,
I mean,
no, I mean like the you gotta shutting someone down.
Oh no, I don't like. I play a pretty like a pretty honest game. Like just kind of I put what's out there. Yeah, come on.
What's your strategy about the seeds?
The seeds? I'm kind of trying to hold on to mine.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hold on to mine. Like maybe if I get enough, or if I get people that I can actually trust, then I would pool them. But I think at this stage, like all the bonds are pretty weak. Like after the first week, so it'd be kind of risky to give away a seed right now.
Yeah, I agree.
John, I just want to say real quick. Apparently, my intel was wrong. I promise you, I wasn't lying when
Oh
I heard
yeah,
your name.
yeah.
I'm glad you're not up, but
No. Yeah,
several
me too.
people said that, but I didn't know what person was supposed to be nominating you. So it must have just been like someone said one thing and then it took off. You know?
Oh yeah.
But I wanted you to be a prize regardless.
Yeah, I'm not upset about it at all because
it's like wow, I wanted to get nominated. Right?
No, I was glad to
What you got, Mr. Bob?
that I can. I don't know.
Cornbread muffin.
It's tough. Yeah, it's the first round. How you feeling, Jane?
Well, we were just talking about how the heck we're going to pick between you three because like you guys like.
It's like sucks.
Yeah.
You don't even really.
I was just saying like.
We only knew you. We barely.
I personally feel like you would probably be safe. I don't see you making enemies or anything. The problem is not a lot of people are making enemies. But I've never heard your name come up at all. So I wouldn't think people are voting that way, but I don't know. Like we were literally just discussing how the heck are we going to choose.
Yeah. Well, if anybody has one coin or seed, excuse me, I'm game, and I would of course give it right back to you if indeed I don't get the bid.
A seed to buy what?
To at least bid. I only have two, so I just want
to get herself off the block.
Do you mind if I ask how you got the second one?
From being nominated.
Oh, I forget that.
I had made a deal with Lainey in the rock paper scissors game that I would give her my points so she could get to it and block my vote so that I could have a banked vote for later on.
Got you. Okay.
Cool. So
see, that's the thing. We're like, I don't know who she made those deals with.
I don't know who else. I know she made it with me. If she holds true to it, then I don't have a vote.
I have heard
That happens after. It happens before the vote, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's good to know because I had heard that as a rumor and I didn't know how much credit there was to it because I hadn't heard it from Lainey.
I don't know how much credit there is to it.
Sorry, are y'all big talking or like?
No, not really.
Just sort of seeing how things are shaking
Just
out.
think people are everywhere, and I didn't know where to go.
Christian.
Christian told me literally after he told you. That's whenever he told me what he was doing.
Okay, well, if anyone feels generous, I will repay you. I just need one more to put up the bid.
I made a decision to not bid on anything or give away my coin in the first auction. Like I knew that before I started today.
I don't know how often I'll be able to get seeds in this game.
Exactly.
So I'm not trying to go out.
So it's not a personal thing that I don't want to give you a seed. It's that I told myself I wouldn't give anyone seeds in the first auction before this game even started.
And with winning that first power, I had no time to look for any seeds, so I don't feel comfortable getting any anytime soon.
Yeah, same. Not competing in the seed challenge for immunity was like, I know what I'm working with.
It's really scary. But that's all I wanted to say to you. I had no idea. I literally only had one person in mind that was who I put up. Because of that reason that I had. As of right now, after that point, I have no thought. Brain empty.
Like on a mission to get the seed for the hunt.
All I'll say is that if Jan stays, she definitely has a target. Right. And it's not any of us. So that is a thing to consider.
Yeah.
She does not seem to be
that's so true.
Losing that grudge.
Claire is like she's very confident right now. But I want to extend this. Like you are probably my closest ally right now.
Same.
So I wanted to make sure everything was good with you. I personally want Emily to stay, and Jan can go. I feel like Jan's just gonna ride the bottom the whole time. She's not.
Kip did make a good point. He was talking. He said the shoot is going to be one that when she comes off. I mean, honestly, I think both of them. If they come off, they're still going to have a target on their back. Just
thing is, Kip doesn't like Emily. Emily doesn't like Kip.
Right.
They're going to be going at it. Keep
true.
them in the game. They're not going to focus on us.
Very, very true. That is very, very true. And I talked to Emily a little bit. I feel good about Emily. I will say though, I'm kind of upset that Drake is taking himself off because I was talking to him and we had the same box. Like he had puzzle, I had puzzle. He had already finished it and got the seed for it. I know he was working to get the seed for the hunt boxes as well. So I was like,
Well, obviously you got it because you got it.
Yeah. So I was like, you've already got your one, and you're searching hard for.
But now he probably has 0.
Yeah. It was just a little skeevy to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're working hard.
Right.
Christian.
Hey, Jan.
How much do you not want me to leave?
What do you mean?
How much do you not want me to leave? What happened?
I don't have it. I gave it to...
You gave it to Emily?
No. I gave it to Drake because I told him first I was going to see you.
Wow. All right.
How many do you have?
I have 2.
You just need one to at least match, huh?
Yeah.
No one over there was able to.
John is my best bet, but he hasn't yet.
I keep working on John. And then
Right. Come on. 1. I'll give it back to you if I don't win. And if I win, I will be in your debt.
I think if you bet on you lose them, huh?
Yes.
No. Only the person who
Only
wins
person who gets
plays.
it. Only person who gets it.
I can bid if I don't win.
Correct.
I get it back.
Correct.
Try with John. Because I don't think I really only have one. Try with John. If it does, I'm not going to need to.
Okay. All right. I'll pay it back.
Just pay it back. I don't.
And if I don't win, I'll give it right back. If I don't win,
Oh wait, how many seeds do you have right now?
2.
To match it, yeah. I feel like it's too early right now to give up the seed.
It is. You are correct. That's all right. That's okay. It's all right.
I gave Drake my seed, so I think he used all of them. Right, because he has.
It was a bid for 3.
You start with 1. He has mine.
He got one,
mine,
and then he got one from me.
Yeah. So, but I literally just said, "Hey, here's your seed. I'll put you up."
I personally kind of would prefer him to go over Jan.
Who? Drake. He's
He's
more of a game player.
I think that's what I'm saying.
But I'm scared. Jan doesn't trust me now. Obviously, I put her up, and she didn't want to go up, and like she asked for a seed, and now like I feel like she's just gonna ride the bottom.
Yeah.
But I also want Emily here because of the Kip thing.
Exactly. So I think I'll give you 1 because I would prefer Drake to go. Personally.
So
if you match,
Drake
it's random.
Right. But he may have a 4th one, so the point would be moot. I would just give it right back to you.
Right.
But if we match, it's random.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help you out.
Okay.
No problem.
I will pay you back.
Yes. I do want Jan to stay more than I want Drake to stay because Drake skis me out a little bit. He seems like someone who's gonna play hard. I'm worried that now that I gave Jan my seed, everybody's going to know that I gave Jan my seed, and that might create some waves. We'll see how that plays out. I don't really want Emily to go, because I like Emily. But hopefully Drake doesn't have a fourth one.
Is there? Are we just going immediately?
Okay, so you need to have 4 to bid or 3 to match.
3 to match.
3, okay.
In the greenhouse, players can only match a bid if it is their maximum possible bid. Jan has only 3 seeds, so this was legal. Jan just matched Drake's bid with 3 seeds. She was able to do that because that was all the seeds she has. So because of that, I will extend the time for any future negotiations if you want to try to avoid this deadlock. Otherwise, okay, Drake puts 4. Drake has 4 seeds. 1, his starting seed. 2, the seed he got in the seed hunt. 3, the seed he got from being nominated by the Sunflower. And 4, the seed that Christian gave him. Okay, so the bid is currently 4 for Drake. I can put extra time on the clock. Yes? Okay, I will put another 4 minutes on the clock.
If it comes down to it, would you give me one, and then I'll pay you back?
Yes. For sure.
I wasn't worried, but now I am, because if everyone's thinking the same way, then I think I would vote me out, because I feel like I am stronger. But I trust my alliances. I'm bummed you don't have your vote, but I trust people. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to force you to vote whichever way. Like, you still have to think about your gameplay.
I'm not going to vote you out. I'm trying to figure out what else.
I don't want to outbid for the uproot because it damages my alliance's play later on. For, you know, we need all this and spending them now is not a good idea. But and I trust you. Would you feel better?
What do you mean?
Like if I give you a seed and you promise not to vote for me to leave.
I'm not going to vote for you.
Okay, I figured. That's why I didn't ask you.
I want you to keep your seed.
Okay.
But
I do want it to be somebody that would be beneficial for us, so maybe John.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
See, he has the cooperating seed. Yeah. So I'm gonna go talk to him and see how he feels. I only have 1 seed, so I was like trying to see if there's any votes I could gain.
Yeah.
Claire can't vote because she helped Lainey get Tulip, so her vote won't count, and like she's one of my allegiances, and I talked to Brandon and he said he wouldn't vote for me.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just wondering like where are you at, or who are you leaning towards?
Okay.
And if you can be honest, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards you. I think me and Jen are both aligned, but I guess it's like when you have 2 people, you have to choose one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But
so you want to keep Jen in?
Oh no, I was gonna.
Okay. So that's what. Sorry, I didn't know what you meant. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want? Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like a seed? I mean,
no.
I trust you because of our alliance, but like, I'm offering it.
I don't think I need a
Okay.
seed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, John. I will return the favor if it ever gets down to you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you for loyalty.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel stressed. I don't want to be caught in the middle of all this. It seems like the 2 people that I was like befriended first are like up on the block, so I guess that's bad news for me too in the future.
Jan, she's complete net neutral. That's what I was saying. Unless I give her a reason to, I don't think she's ever come for me or you. Emily, I don't know. But were you feeling vibes with Emily?
I still do. Yeah.
Kip made the point that if Jan stays, she has a target. It's not us.
That's true. The thing is, honestly, me personally, I could go either way. I want to see what people I'm working with want to do and just like whatever you guys think. Like if y'all have a strong feeling one way or the other, I'll do it.
If I was voting, I would not vote Emily out. I would vote for either Drake or Ford.
Well, Drake's about to give up. Nobody has enough seats to outbid him in the pool.
I think I feel the same way.
Vote for
I want Emily to stay. Okay, here's my thing. I don't know where you stand, but
I'm pretty much in the middle.
Emily and Kip have like a rift. I feel. If they're going at it, they're not going against us.
So I'm just worried. So who do you want to go with? I don't have a problem with that. I just think that she's such a floater that like she
She
wouldn't be a
is,
problem for us.
But that's a problem for me and you because we're the biggest threats. She's not. She's gonna stay longer than us if she doesn't get out right now.
I say we're like here's like I said, I'm in the.
You know how big of a threat we are every game. That's everything. If we get her out right now, she's the lowest lying fruit. She's literally going to flip the whole game.
I don't think she's gonna get it. Do you know where she got her extra seed from?
No.
I hope she doesn't get more because I really like Drake straight up asked me, and I figured, okay, this would be a chance for us to earn trust. I don't know if you were right there. Would you give me a seed?
I told Drake I was gonna give him one, and I did.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if he asks, I think I'm gonna give him one to have someone hopefully in our camp. I don't really want to, you know. So I'm hoping she doesn't get another one.
Yeah.
So you're for you, you'd prefer for her to go.
Yes.
I will say the house is leaning, I think, slightly the other way right now. I'm calling the house. But like literally, I'm gonna go with the flow.
Got it.
So
that makes sense.
If I can get him to go that way, I'm fine with that. But
I feel like it's better for us if Jen goes. Honestly, because Emily is now a big target. Same with Kip, and they're just gonna be at it. Everyone's gonna focus on that.
I don't know. Like she kind of came with me and was like, "Please, like give me," and I was like, "Sure, okay." Like, yeah. Which if she doesn't get it, I would get my seat back. I think so.
Do you? Oh, because well, you won't get it back. She gets it back.
Yeah, when she told me she'd prove it to me, and we'll see how that goes. And
I see. Okay.
Depending on how that goes, it would really sway my vote.
Right.
But right now,
yeah, she'd be silly not to give it back to you.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I'm not super salty on anybody. Are you?
No, I really like Emily.
Yeah, I think I do too.
And she's a strong player, and I like playing with strong players. And not that Janet's not a strong player.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. So that's my struggle.
So the reason why I said Drake is because
Drake too. But I mean, I feel like he's about to get himself
I think
off.
so too. The reason why I said Drake, like I would prefer him to go.
Sure.
Is because I know after he got eliminated, he got the puzzle box and then got the seed for the puzzle. And then was working like overtime trying to get the seed for the hunt.
Got it.
And I was like, okay. If you're trying to collect seeds really quick.
Right. Okay.
Which, I don't know. I mean, it kind of skeeved me out a little bit.
Yeah.
If you would let me have a seed, if I don't win, I'll give it right back immediately. And if I do win the bid and the random thing, I will owe you, and I will pay you back, and I will be loyal to you.
And I believe you. It's that time.
That's right.
I'm keeping my seats close to my chest.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Well, I would be a really good alliance.
I know.
And I may go home.
I don't think you will. I don't think you're going home.
Who are you going to go home?
Well, it depends on how this shakes out in a second. But I think
If we all, well, if just Emily and I stay up.
I'm still thinking Emily's very strong, so she scares me. So I'm
Yeah. All right. I think I'm about ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks. Sorry.
Okay, so you are voting to keep Jan.
No, I want you to stay.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying this is you getting nominated. Period.
Oh, I mean, I asked Kip. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold it against him. It's good game playing.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, I would prefer you to stay.
Okay.
Out of the two of them, I really want to go. Because he's been gaming hard.
Yeah, he's got a lot of seats.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, where the fuck are these coming from? I gave mine to Jan. She like cornered me, and I was like, yes.
Ooh, okay. I don't know who to advocate for because.
Alright everyone, so it seems that our first auction is over. Drake has successfully purchased Uproot for 4 seeds. There you go, take that.
Yeah.
Sorry Gian, you have lost the bid, but you get your seeds back. Okay. So with that means Emily and Jan are our final nominees going into the first banishment. I will put about 15 minutes on the clock. I'm going to ask Tulip for her decision about halfway through that.
Well, I'm safe, even though I didn't start off that way. Super excited to not be the first one to go home. That was a roller coaster. I really did not think I would have to play 4 seeds on auction number 1 in order to stay in this game. That's just ridiculous. But someone gave her another seed, so I'm definitely curious as to who that was, so she can match me. Hello.
Hello, Dre.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm feeling good now.
Yeah.
How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, who do you trust?
I trust Kristen. I know he put me up, but he also is the one who gave me the seed to stay.
Well, if you will vote for me to stay, I will be loyal.
No, I really haven't talked to Emily, so I'm not voting for you. Obviously, you talked to me multiple times now, so Emily hasn't really made an effort to even try and come talk to me and see where my head's at, so you definitely have my vote to stay.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So, I think that I have Laney's vote.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was Meredith and Lainey. One other person, I don't remember who it was, that were in a group, and they said that they wanted to keep her just because she's a nice little threat.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
If I was them, I would vote me out. But I mean, gameplay.
Yeah, but I mean, we were
It's
in
a coward move, but gameplay.
We were in a group of 3 or 4, so they could have just been trying to save face. But I don't remember. The third person might have been someone who couldn't vote.
Yeah.
But definitely Lainey and Meredith. So.
Yeah.
I mean, did you and Kip resolve anything? I saw y'all talking.
Yeah,
about
we talked, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't vindictive. Like, I would have made the same choice had I'd been in his shoes. Like, I get it. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't from past gameplays because I called him out on the line and he got upset with me about it.
So what was his reasoning? Did he explain it? Because I had not
talked to
He was
him.
nominated as
I had not talked to him, and I think there was like a few other people he didn't talk to, but I was the biggest threat.
Gotcha.
So like, and then with his own alliances, that didn't ruffle any feathers.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a smart game move.
I thought it was pretty cut down the middle, but maybe it's not. I need to go see.
Yeah, people might be saving face.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't be surprised if I'm out, but if I'm going out, it better be unanimous. Otherwise, it's kind of like a exit.
Yeah, no. The thing is, like, I want to keep you, but I'm just telling you right now, like, if it's literally I'm on the only one on your side, I'm gonna vote. Just
Yeah,
for the
no,
sake of
I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna blame you for that or
Yeah.
hold it against you for next round. I think it was a good call for Kip. I think my alliance members will advocate for me. I do think that Lainey may have it out for me, Kip may have it out for me, and I think I have John. I have a bunch of people, but I have a bunch of people who can't vote. So if I'm voted out now, I feel like whoever votes me out, it's a coward play, because obviously I'm the better player, obviously. That's why this is difficult. And I'm open. I tell people how I feel. I don't believe Christian, and I straight up told him that. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm voted out now, it's a compliment. But if I'm not, I have calculated motives after. So.
I'm doing great. Good. So, I was looking for you because, specifically, this vote is not important to me. I've talked with both. I have good vibes with both. So for me, the difference is negligible. So what I want to do, as a show of good faith, is vote for Jan because she's going to come for you if she stays in.
She will.
So that's my plan. Is that like,
Thank
I
you.
mean it. Let's be friends.
Yes, absolutely.
That's where my vote's at
And
because I
no-
want you to know that I'm on your side.
Like we said, like, I'm good with you. Like, you're good with me, I'm good with you. I love this.
Exactly.
And no one's gonna expect this.
Yeah, and so
I
just-
wanted Jan to go because I feel like Emily and Kip have something.
Right.
And they say they don't, but I
But-
feel like Emily's playing safe. Kip is also playing safe.
Yeah.
If Emily stays, that's drama that we're not in.
Right.
So
That's something to divert attention. That's something to take up space and to get other people's names on the block that's
Right.
not ours.
I love bouncing ideas.
No, yeah, that completely makes sense.
So I am personally, I'm probably gonna vote for Emily. I want to keep Jan. There's no reason for me to take Jan out right now. Because if anything, she's going to be gunning for Christian and no one else. But yeah, Christian put her up.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, yeah,
I'd be pissed
fair
too.
enough.
And I mean, Emily's same with Kim, but like they're more of a like, yeah, I get it. But Jan's more blindsided by it. So I feel like that would be more. That's what I'm doing personally.
Yeah.
If y'all have anything to say, I don't know.
I was waiting to see how that panned out, and that really didn't help me too much with my.
Yeah, I know it's the first round, so it's like.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I like Emily, and I could change her mind, but
yeah,
I could be swayed, is what I'm saying.
I feel like I've talked to Emily more about like gameplay kind of area.
That's
Do you know
fair.
what I mean? And I feel like she would be a stronger alliance to keep moving forward. But Jan also, I mean, she just did the same thing to me that she did to you, but I told her no. She asked me for another seed to match. And I was like, I really want to keep it close to my chest right now.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
So I have no doubt that she will be in alliance too, but I'm feeling more towards Emily.
Okay.
But I don't know.
No, that's right.
I'm in the
Then
middle.
that's why we're
Thank you.
talking about
Right.
it.
I'm glad that we're.
We'll just switch them in for
Jan is
reference.
also asking not to bank y'all because she thinks that y'all might vote for Jan to keep it. I'm not gonna change that.
But we made that deal before we ever.
That's
knew
what I'm
she was
saying.
gonna be
That's
on.
what I said. Like I have no intention of backing out because I already told y'all I was doing that.
All of the potential voters gather to discuss the nominees.
So full
Yeah,
transparency,
you can do
if I would have stayed up there, who would have voted for me? No hard feelings, but
Okay.
one of the people up there is a target.
Yes.
Yes, clearly.
Clearly.
Yeah.
But do we want to keep the target?
But exactly.
Or do we want to take away the person who's a little more social?
Personally, keep the target because she convinced me to like give her one of my ships. I like pity, like because she like kind of cornered me. And
So it's good for you to keep her in because she'll kind of get you back later.
well, no. She gave me the chip back. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
No. But what I'm saying is, I personally would prefer to keep Emily. I think the target. That way, her and Kip can kind of do their thing. That's kind of what I think.
I like
because I think Jan
Having a voter
was able to like kind of tug at my heartstrings a little bit. I don't want to keep that around.
I see. So this is basically, I think, the two sides. You know, with Jan, I don't think
She's gonna go after Christian.
I don't think she's targeting any of us.
Right.
Yeah.
She is like, she's not our target primarily. I don't think she's not targeting us. She's just kind of neutral. With Emily, she's a player. You know, which can be good or can be bad. So in my mind, they're pretty much the same. So if anybody has strong feelings one way or the other, like they both have positives and negatives that, in my opinion, both are neutral.
I agree.
Yeah.
But so my idea is like, if anybody has strong opinions either way, like give us a reason to tip in that direction.
Before you continue the discussion, Lainey, who are you blocking?
I'll be blocking Maddie and Claire.
Maddie and Claire, cough it up.
When I was talking to her earlier, it was just because, like you said, she was heartstrings. So
And that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I was avoiding her because of that.
It
I'm
got
not
me.
having this
I'm saying it got me.
She's practically begging me and Claire. Me about like,
Yeah. No.
And it's like as much as I want her to stay, and I like her a lot, but I don't necessarily. I don't know.
The thing is, she can go far because she's not making it.
No, exactly. And I think honestly, a social player is more dangerous than a
Well, here's the thing.
competitor.
No offense, like I don't think she would win at the end of the day, but I think she could get to the finals just because she's not making it.
Just my thing is, I'm looking at people who I could knock me, like Pat farther than me, and I think she could be one.
But I think Emily could also make it.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
win. You know,
Because Emily's the tough player.
But the thing is, if we leave Emily in a little bit longer,
she has
she already has a target on her back by one person who's going to constantly try and get
So
her
here's the
out.
thing. Apparently, her and Kip smooth things over. So if you guys are banging on her, focusing him, I don't think that'll happen. I mean, maybe they didn't really smooth over.
Yeah, but that would be an easy cop out for her if she gets power, just to be like, made me.
I think it's better to have a good player in our back pocket, like a player in our back pocket.
Who is then gonna be really thankful for 7 people.
Right.
Who are sitting
As
on this
opposed
couch.
to, and again, no offense, but as
But do
opposed
we
to
wanna
Jan.
But I don't know. Or do we want to split it?
That's what I'm saying. Do we
I
want
think we
the
need to be
thing?
unanimous. I don't know.
I don't think it's necessary to split it.
That's good.
Because it's a tough call because
she
it's
got
so
mad at me
even. But like,
Oh, me too.
I've had pleasant conversations with both.
Exactly.
I lose nothing nor gain nothing by either of them.
And I think
so
we
it's
don't
very
lose anything or gain anything by splitting or not splitting either.
Guys, this is the most like
This is
political calm game
difficult.
like ever. Like we're just sitting around and talking about it. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, next round we'll cut each other's throats, but
Yeah, it's not we'll cut each other's throats.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
It's the greenhouse. All bets are off. It's a new game.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So
I feel like the thing is with Jan, she's gonna ride low, and me and you are gonna be the biggest targets while she's just still in the game floating.
Yeah. I don't like. I just.
Does that make sense?
I don't know for either of them. They're both just all over the place.
Right.
I have no radar in either.
That's my perspective, man. I that's how I feel.
but like we should still be good going through.
Yeah.
Us two.
I like it.
I'm honestly not even sure how hard I want to do for next greenhouse. I have tried not to get too much blood, despite nomination power.
Right.
And I feel like you cleared up a lot of your blood.
Yeah.
So.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
I mean, I feel like we're at least somewhat decent going forward.
I know I'm good with you, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At this point, honestly, I just hope Emily leaves. Jan doesn't seem like she's gunning after me, and I don't want Chris to leave, but if the target's on someone else's back, I'm not opposed. And Emily's just a wild card. We have no idea what she's doing. So, and I don't believe her whenever she says that she's fully not going in for me. So, I think I made the smartest choices. I've talked to the most amount of people, and I've made clear discussions, and I just hope that carries me and gets me as far in the game as possible.
My whole thing up there wasn't to, let's all work together. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I needed to get where people.
I just wanted
the
to.
house is leaning toward keeping him alone. I want us.
I don't want to vote in the minority.
Exactly.
And I love Jan, and as much as I love Jan, I don't want to throw my game out by voting emotionally.
I get, yeah. I'm not saying y'all go against it.
Whether or not we vote against it, Emily stay. And that was my purpose there for us to be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
We don't
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to go against it. I'm just saying I don't understand.
You don't like that.
I don't know. I don't know where that. I don't know why that's the consensus.
So,
I
don't know where they're at. I don't know what they're doing.
I personally want Jan to stay.
Okay, I kind of do too, but I don't.
And now I'm feeling really bad about banking you and Claire because I feel like that you and Claire. I feel like I should have banked.
The thing is, the whole point of that charade was to figure out where people stand in a neutral
so that we don't. So
So
vote
even
in
if we
minority.
vote in the minority,
But
it
why?
doesn't matter.
I don't understand why. Who is even in the majority on that? But
Yeah.
what power does Raymond or Bryce have? Why?
The majority.
Majority of 2 people?
There's only 7 people.
Wow. Yeah, y'all are 2 people, so where's the other people?
They're not with us.
Why are they swayed? That's what I'm asking.
Drake.
Because in my opinion,
That's 2 other people.
Because she can
tougher
get dragged.
player. How is that helpful?
They're arguing that she can get dragged to the end.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
So can Emily. She hasn't talked to a single person.
Okay.
What's the best thing to do? Put someone up that no one really is aligned with. So that's why I went Drake and Jan. I felt like they were the 2 most neutral players. It would rock the boat the least. I hate that I had to nominate Jan. I actually had a game plan moving forward of working with her, but that fell through. I hope I am able to go next round into the fold and go into the shadows for a bit, hide, and cement some alliances next round. That's my plan next round. Or at the end of this round, I want to talk to Bryce and I want to talk to Brandon. Those are my 2. Very scared of Claire. She worked with Meredith without talking to me in the immunity challenge. It was very evident. So, Claire, naughty. I won't be the one to put you up, but you're working with everybody, and I know that's kind of my thing too. But there's gonna only be one of us at the end. So I just want to apologize for how this whole thing turned out. I feel like shit. But
Well, yeah, that's the first thing you told me is we were cool.
yeah, I know.
I feel like I'm probably about to get voted out.
I really hope you don't, but
Yeah.
I have been honest this whole time. I hope you stay. I hope you are able to.
Are you in an alliance with Emily?
I'm not in an alliance with anybody. No one.
Well, I know that she's in an alliance with John and.
They're in an
I think-
alliance. Well, I think they're just cool with each other.
That's not the word alliance was used to me.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know that. I'm not in an
I
alliance
don't
with
know,
anybody.
and other people.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure who all of them.
I'm not in an alliance with anybody.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
damage is done, my friend.
I know.
Have to live with it.
I know.
So yeah, how are you feeling right now? You feel safe? You have alliances? What's going through your head
I
at the
don't
moment?
really feel very safe, and I feel like that there are a few people I can trust, a few people I can't trust, and we'll see. Again, my real thing is I hate to get up early in the morning, and I don't want to have gotten up early just to go home in the first round.
After that discussion, are you still gonna do what you had planned on doing with Christian? You're
Yeah.
gonna vote for Jan?
I talked to him. I'm completely fine with that.
Okay.
Did that change your mind in any way?
No, but I just like.
Oh, you're
I
not
was
voting.
I was wondering if it changed your mind because that town really doesn't hold as much weight now.
What do you mean?
Because everyone's gonna vote for Jan.
No, because I talked to Christian before we had this conversation, so he already knows that was my plan regardless. And so I didn't want to say anything in front of everyone because like he and I are going to try to keep that on the down low because people sort of think we're tense.
Gotcha.
And that's going to work to our advantage, so I didn't want to say anything in front of everyone about that. But he knows that's why I'm doing what I'm doing regardless of everyone else. This just happened to go in my favor. I guess that like, not even in my favor because it doesn't matter to me as long as I did what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
Then I'm good with Christian, and again, like I'm fine with both of the options staying. It honestly, like,
it doesn't make that big of a difference.
Honestly, there's a slight difference because Emily was part of our cooperation network.
Yeah.
And so we sort of have like this one seat that we've talked about sort of negotiating among the three of us, and just like sort of sharing information. And so we'll see if that holds up in future rounds because, you know, it was a 7-minute conversation and we'll see.
I just want to make sure like we're good. Like I told you. I told
we're
you you were
good.
safe with me. I want to apologize again. I did not want to throw you up, and that's why you're UC.
It's okay.
I'm
No,
glad you
I mean
know.
obviously I'm safe now. I didn't have to spend 4 seeds for it, but I don't even know who gave her the third one because she
Bryce.
only had 2. Bryce. But no.
That stays with me and you. Drake, I'm serious. I trust you. That stays with me and you.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm safe now. No hard feelings, like I said. I know why you did it, and I mean, it worked out.
I'm very glad it did.
We think we're gonna vote out
Jan.
Okay.
I want Emily to stay because I feel like you keep Emily. She's with Mitch.
Her and
You're headbutting with Mitch.
Her and Mitch.
Yeah, or no, sorry, Kip.
Kip. Yeah.
Kip.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Keep
we
them
talked
in.
about too.
You keep the drama in the game away from us.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think
and
we're good.
I'm trying to figure out who. Obviously, you and I can go to the end, but if we could get 1 or 2 more people in our corner, just so we have a consistent.
I just don't want us getting picked off. I just
Right.
want to float round around right now. I feel like we're good.
But I think I would rather see Miss Jan stay to Emily.
Yeah, I don't see any reason. I get for the 3 of them. The problem is now, the 2 people that would cause the majority and then help us would be y'all, but y'all need the bank votes. And you can't, like, we need you to have bank votes more than we need to block their votes.
Yeah.
Like, that's more of a thing that we need to have. Yeah. My thing is, I think Chris wants to work with me.
Mhm.
I don't want to backstab him.
Yeah.
But the idea of someone being against him over me
It's
was
promising,
it was a
I
little
agree.
better to me. But
yeah. I mean, it's always great to keep people in that are gunning for other
and Emily
people
said
besides
that,
you.
Emily said that she's not.
Right.
I don't know about Bryce and the people that she has on their side. I don't know what that side is talking about.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
I
The
feel like
conversation was just like, do you
feel like a lot
want
of
a
things are
target
pretty
or you want a social player? And I was like, okay, but who's who? And I have a feeling Miss Jan's going to go this round though because of that meeting, and I don't know if they could sway enough people in enough time to change that. But
I'm
I
worried.
would rather see her stay.
I'm just concerned about that whole Bryce and that situation. I'm concerned about that growing too much.
Right. Right.
That's my biggest thing going forward. Is like I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
Especially since none of them talk to me that much.
Yeah.
Emily, not a word. So it helped me not get too much blood, but there's something brewing, and I don't like it.
Like, what do you see your game going from here, I guess?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, from the get-go, I was interested in working with all 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've told all 3 of you that from the very beginning. So, I mean, I'm a loyal, honest, solid person.
Yeah.
I don't have any strong voting preferences. I'm going to vote where the house goes because creating waves this early is just bad for my game. So if you are able to get a majority of
if
a
I
definite,
could get one more person, you 3 would vote to keep me.
probably.
I feel the same. I'm not gonna rock the house.
Yeah, I don't want to rock the house.
Because it's so early, and we have to look out
I'm
for our
gonna go
own
see
games.
if I can get one more person.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you know.
The other.
Okay, if I can get you and one more person, I think that I could stay. Would you agree to please keep me? And you already know I'm going to be super loyal to you.
Right.
Do you want this private? No. Do you care?
That doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Those three people told me that if I can get a majority, that they will. That they don't want to rock the house.
Okay.
But if I can talk folks into it, they will keep me.
Let me talk to them.
Okay, talk to them, and I'm going to talk to Lenny
Yes.
too.
I think she's playing a really smart game, and I would be doing the exact same thing if I was in her spot.
Yeah.
And
100%.
I feel really bad, but I still think.
You want to talk?
Yeah, you
I'd
know,
like
a minute.
I think keeping the stronger person at this point.
Can I join in actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Sure.
What are we feeling?
Yeah.
Sure.
So what the fuck? I think we're still feeling the same.
Yeah.
What's up, boy?
We're feeling the
Okay.
same.
She's
looking for one more, and I.
She came to us and asked us to vote for her if she would vote to keep her if she had another vote.
And she was like, they said they wanted to, I mean, like, can you actually, let me go talk to them. We said,
I think she's playing the grandmother angle, and it hurts your heart
Yes.
to do it.
Yeah.
But that's dangerous.
Exactly, that's what I'm like, I think I'm going to stand by what we
I
agree.
Same.
I can't vote.
Hello players, it is time for the first banishment of the season. Emily and Jan, you are this round's final nominees, and one of you will get on the golf cart, taken away to your exit interview. But before the other players vote to banish, you each get one last chance to state your case to them and make one last plea. So Emily, you first.
I trust my people, and I return favors. I'm open, I'm honest. I let you know I'm beneficial. I am a strong player, it's not a secret. I'm aware. And I know it's a risk for you to keep me. I'm aware. So if you choose to keep me, it's huge brownie points for the people who choose that decision. And I get it. If you vote me out, I understand. And you have to think about your long game, and I get it. So I get it. It's not personal. I understand. But I'm grateful, and I work hard to pay my debts, so to speak.
Thank you. And Jan, you're up.
I too work hard to pay my debts, and it's a long game, even beyond this day. And you have to live with the decisions that you've made and the things that you said for weeks to come. I have appreciated the opportunity. I am very disappointed in at least one person, and I believe people, and I am disappointed, but I think that I could have been a really great ally for some of you, and I would still appreciate you choosing to save me. So, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Best of luck to you both. As I said at the start, this is a very strong group, as I'm sure you've gathered. So it's a tough elimination regardless.
So I was conflicted about this one, but then I think the shade that Jan threw out there was directed at me. So not really as conflicted anymore. Cast my vote for Jan. Okay. It hurts my heart, and it's sad, but it's not personal. It's just drag, and I vote to evict Jan.
Thank you.
I think I have to go with Emily. The house, we think, wants to keep Emily, but Emily's a threat, and Jan, I think, deserves some more playtime. Also, I think Jan's still gonna go home, but if it's not unanimous, it'll show some discord, which I think will be better for me. Alright, cast your vote.
Emily even came out and said that she's a super strong player, which is a little scary because typically you don't want them to make it very far or they'll be able to take you out. And then Jan goes ahead and she plays the heartstrings, which also makes her dangerous because she can talk people into doing different things. But I feel like through the conversations we've had, Emily's going to stay and you can create a bit of turmoil by voting for the other person. So I'm going to vote for Emily to go home.
But for me, this vote is about making a relationship with Christian. That he and I perceive each other as a threat. There's sort of trust issues there, but I want to establish that like this time is different, and that I really do mean it. And so voting for Jan because she would come for him if she stayed.
I'm sad.
So talk us through your vote.
So I'm really sad. First of all, I love Emily and I love Miss Jan. I bonded with Miss Jan real early on, and I really wanted to work with her as an ally. But talking to the rest of the house, it seems as if the consensus is on Emily, and it's better for me to be on Emily's good side than it is for me to be on Jan's bad side. I will be casting my vote to banish, sadly, the Queen, Miss Jan. I'm gonna cry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess early on I got allied with Jan because she was a new player and I was a new player. So I feel a little bad now because I later got allied with Emily, and I think that bond was a bit stronger. And so I kind of am just basing off that. It's crazy how words can really influence how you feel in a way. It's just like, oh, we have a very strong alliance. Is like what Emily told me. It's like, is that actually true, or is that just my head listening to what you had to say? Right now I'm still confused about how, if people are playing me or not, but ultimately I feel like my bond is stronger with Emily, and so I'm gonna have to go with that. I'm sorry, Jan, to let you down. Oh.
Once I announce the result of the vote, the banished player will have a few moments to say goodbye, hop on the golf cart, and have an exit interview. Bring your pot with you. Okay. By a vote of 5-2, Jan, you have been banished from the greenhouse.
All right, great. Thank you guys.
And with that, the first player of the greenhouse has been banished. Who will enter the greenhouse next week, and who will be our next set of nominees? Find out next time on The Greenhouse.